Yo, what's good, my people? We back. We're nearing the end of Q1 in 2024, and I figured this would be a great spot to check in and show you guys my improvements on learning anatomy. And I think in terms of just seeing results real quickly, this is probably the fastest I've ever improved in my life. Lately, drawing has been super fun and relaxing to do for myself, and learning how to correctly draw the body has been one of my goals for becoming a better artist by the end of this year. Looking back on week 1 and seeing all of the mistakes and assumptions I had about drawing the body and then comparing that to this week 13, is crazy. I thought seeing art improvements was a slow and subtle process, and don't get me wrong, it is. But lately, I've been seeing really drastic improvements in how I draw in literally as little as 12 weeks. Now, I'm not here to sell you on any course, I'm just here to show you the progress and techniques I've been using to optimize my improvement. One of the biggest tips I can share that has been helping me tremendously is practicing individual body parts to understand their form on a basic level. Doing this in the earlier weeks of practicing especially gave me a greater understanding for how a specific body part is formed and why it looks the way it looks. Having a general understanding on how to draw, say, a hand correctly or a foot correctly separate from the entire body helped me focus on nailing down the anatomy of that part specifically. And it helped me in terms of simplifying a goal I may have for that session, right? You'll see that I do this a lot in the earlier weeks. And when I practice individual body parts, I'm practicing drawing them at different angles, perspectives, poses. Essentially, I want to know how that body part works inside and out, flexed and relaxed. Because then what I tend to do is to try and focus on how that body part connects to another body part, which I kind of want to dive into a little deeper in a future video, because I found that that's another big accelerator in learning anatomy, which has been to understand the muscle group connections. For example, how the neck connects to the shoulders and the back, how it twists and turns, how it rests from a lower view, aerial view, and all the views in between. This has given me a greater understanding for deformation, stretching, and squishing muscle groups correctly when drawing. I have to say, out of learning how to draw things with correct anatomy, the subtleties in how they deform, stretch, and contract have really taken my more flat approach to drawing the body in the earlier weeks and has opened it up a ton more. I find myself focusing and working on these muscle group connections almost as hard and as intensely as I focus on drawing the muscles correctly themselves. Now, I said this in an earlier video, but I'll say it again just to reiterate, learning is the easiest when having fun. One of the ways I lighten up a session is by incorporating memes and fan art into my work. Especially in the earlier weeks, I would do this a lot to apply what I've been learning to a piece I enjoy. And that's just some wisdom in general, in my opinion. Find a way to incorporate your learning into your projects, because applying what you learn directly into a project of some sort really helps solidify whatever topic or drawing exercise you've been working on into your brain. Last thing I've been doing that's really been helping me focus has been running my own race. And what does that mean? It means to only compare myself to myself. I'm not gonna get on a soapbox and tell you guys why you should be doing this too, because I've said that enough. But I found that it's been super easy to do this when I have my art organized and I'm able to compare the current weeks to the past weeks. It basically becomes a lot easier to get into competition with yourself when you do this. You know, seeing, for instance, how week 8 Chris was approaching something versus week 13 Chris, how he was approaching something, right? Another thing too that I did in tandem to this is taking breaks from social media to really focus. I think that's another underrated art accelerator, which is to cut out distractions like social media, doom scrolling, just surfing the web on YouTube or whatever, to maximize the time and capacity to learn. Replacing them with researching art techniques or gathering references was a better use of my time. All in all, though, we're a week into Q2 of 2024, and I really feel like it's still my third day out here, bruh. These are all things I've picked up that have helped me with learning faster and more effectively. Lately, in the more recent weeks, I felt that my art has lost that stiffness feeling that I've been stuck with for my whole career, it feels like. And now I can truly express certain topics or poses in ways that are at least somewhat similar to what I picture in my head, which as an artist is super freeing to finally be at a stage where I can look at one of my pieces and go, yeah, that's pretty close to what I was going for. Super dope stuff, man. But that's kind of it for the update this week. I really just wanted to get on here and give out this update to you guys and see, kind of check in with you guys as well. Another thing I want to really quickly shout out is the main reason I've been away. For those of you that don't know, I've been working on a visual novel project for the past 9 to 10 months now, titled Bing Bong's Prison Palace, which is just a game about the morality between getting revenge in the afterlife for adults. Right? Not going to give you too much more outside of that. If that piques your interest in any way, shape, or form, head over to itch.io and play the demo. Let me know what you think of that. Follow the Bing Bong Prison Palace Game socials and my socials for some updates on that project. That's been the primary thing that I've been working on, is like getting an animation together for that. That's been super fun to work on. But yeah, that's kind of been the reason why I was away. We're getting real close, hoping to release in June. But yeah, a lot of my art improvements honestly are for the sake of funneling back into projects like, say, Bing Bong or whatever I'm working on, right? Some graphic novel or game or whatever. But I enjoy the storytelling aspect almost as much, if not more, than the art aspect. Anyways, that's about it. I'm gonna get off my self-promotion, self-plug soapbox, and I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, or whatever. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.